Welcome to day 96 of Maths Wizard. So we were doing equation of a straight line, and already in last two sessions I have explained you the basic concepts. Basically, the formulas you can say, or the equations forms basically, right? For example, initially first of all I explained you that m is basically representing of the slope, and there are two formulas, first in terms of angle, and the second thing that is in terms of 2 points when it is given there, right? So y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. These were the two formulas to find the slope. Then later I explained that when there were two parallel lines, right? Two parallel lines, in that case slope of both the lines were equal, while in case of perpendicular line, two perpendicular lines, m1 and m2, product of m1 and m2 was negative of 1. And after all these things I had given you some basically equations, general equations of straight line. The first one was y minus y1 is equal to m bracket x minus x1, right? Then another one was 2 point slope form, that is y minus y1, that is then m is over here slope, so we can write y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 when there are 2 points are given, so x minus x1 as it is. Another one was y is equal to mx plus c, and the last one you can say was intercept from x by a upon y by b plus 1, x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. So these were the equation forms that I had explained you in the last two sessions. Now we are going to practice some questions based on these concepts. So directly let's start with the first question, right? I just give you overview of the previous two classes. Next, but in detail I have explained those things. Determine the equation of a straight line whose inclination is 60 degree. So you can easily find angle, which is m tan theta. Theta is over here 60 degree, so tan 60 degree is root 3, right? Root 3. And next, and which passes through the point 3 comma 4, which passes through the point 3 comma 4. So one point is given there, so x1 comma y1 is already given there, that is 3 comma 4. So we can directly use y minus y1 is equal to m bracket x minus x1, 1 point slope form, to find the equation of a line. So y minus y1 is 4, and m is root 3, then x minus x1 is 3. Just we need to convert it in its standard form. So it will become y minus 4, that is equal to root 3 times x minus 3 root 3. Or how can you write? Send this thing to right hand side, so it will become root 3x minus 3 root 3 minus y and plus 4 equal to 0. Then write x term first, so root 3 times x, then minus y, and these two constant terms together, so it will look like plus 4 minus 3 root 3, that is equal to 0. And that's your final look of the basically equation of a straight line, right? Whose slope is tan 60 degree, root 3 basically, and passing through 3 comma 4. Now next question is like this. We have to find the equation of a straight line whose slope is 3. So we are given m is equal to 3 and passes through this point. So again this is x1 and this is your y1. So again we are going to write y minus y1 is equal to m, then x minus x1. Let's substitute the values. Y minus y1 is 2 is equal to m is 3, then x minus x1 is minus 1, so minus it will become plus. Now let's solve it. So y minus 2 is equal to 3x plus 3. Transpose these two terms to right hand side, so it will become 3x plus 3, then minus y and plus 2, and that equal to 0. Now write in standard form, so it will become 3x minus y and 3 2 plus 5. So this is your final look of the equation. Fine. Next is your find the equation of the straight line whose slope is minus 2. It means m is minus 2 and passes through the point 3 comma 2. Again this is your x1 and this is your y1. So y minus y1 is equal to m bracket x minus x1. Write again and again formalize in each and every question. As you can see, I am writing again and again, right? So y minus y1 is 0 is equal to m m is minus 2, then x minus x1 is 3. So y is equal to minus 2x plus 6, it will become plus 6 if I multiply by minus 2. So transpose these two terms to left hand side. Why? Because x was negative, so this time coefficient of x will become positive. So we become 2x plus y, then minus 6 equal to 0. I transposed these two terms to left hand side, nothing else. Then I first wrote x term, then y term, and then constant term. Next. Find the equation of a straight line whose inclination is 45 degree. It means m slope is tan 45 degree, and we know that m tan 45 degree is nothing but m. So 1. So slope is 1 passing through this point. So again this is your x1 and this is your y1. Again write formula. Y general form basically y minus y1 is equal to m bracket x minus x1. Again and again try to write the equations. So y minus y1 is minus 1, so it will become plus 1. And slope is 1, then x minus x1 is 4 over here. So y plus 1 is equal to x minus 4. Now transpose left hand side terms to the right hand side, right? Like this. So it will become x minus 1, then minus 4, and minus 1 equal to 0. So x minus y or minus 5 equal to 0. This is the final. Next. Again. Next. So we have a straight line passing through this point and makes an angle of 60 degree with the positive direction of the x-axis. So it's exactly same thing. This is your x1 y1 m. So m will become tan 60 degree slope. So slope is under root 3. So again I will write equation general form. Y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1, right? So y minus y1 is 4, then m is root 3, then x minus x1 is minus 1, so it will become plus 1. Now let's solve this. Y minus 4 is equal to root 3 times x plus root 3. Transpose this to right hand side, so it will become root 3x minus y, then plus root 3 plus 4, that is equal to 0. These two constant terms, they will not get added because they are not like terms. Next. Find the equation of the line passing through 1, 3 and making an intercept of y on 5 on the y-axis. So very simple things. Whenever you are given intercept and already they have written that it is this intercept is of y-axis. So this is exactly value of c, right? That is your 5. Now also we are given x1 y1. If you notice, we are given a point from where the straight line is passing, and we need to find the equation of that particular line that is passing through 1, 3, but we are not given slope. So if I want to apply this formula, I cannot apply this formula, right? Why? Because we don't know the slope. Also because we are given c. So y minus, so we can also say that we can apply the slope intercept formula basically, that is y is equal to mx plus c. Right now we also don't know slope over here, we also need slope to use this basically general equation. So even if we try, we cannot use both these equations to find the equations, but if we try to find slope, then we can easily find the equation of the straight line. How? Let me explain you. First of all, because we are given c, and also it is saying that it is passing through 1, 3. Very important question. So it means this point now will act as, whenever you are considering c as 5, then this x and y, this 1, 3 will act as x and y. So y will become 3, m will remain as it is, and x is 1. So from here you got m as negative of 2. Now because you know minus 2 and 5, minus 2 as the slope, you can use this thing. Keep y as it is, slope is negative 2, x as it is, and c is 5. So you can say that 2x plus 5 plus y minus 5 equal to 0. This is your standard form of the equation. Just I transpose left to right, right to right. Clear? Okay, next question. Find the equation of a line passing through 4, minus 2 and making an intercept of negative 3. Again same type of question. So write y is equal to mx plus c. So after finding slope, you can also use this equation, no problem. Answer will be same. So from here y is my negative 2, m we don't know, x is 4 and c is negative of 3, right? Now so it will become minus 2 plus 3, that is equal to 4 times m, so it will become 1 by 4 is equal to m. So this is your slope. Now you can use again this one, y is equal to slope is 1 by 4 times x, then plus c, that is negative of 3. Now if you cross multiply, first take LCM, so it will become x minus 12, so it will become 4y is equal to x minus 12, or you can write x minus 4y minus 12, that is equal to 0. Next, the equation, find the equation of the line which is inclined at 135 degree with the negative direction of x-axis and passes through the point 1 comma 2. Very important. See, because we don't know the values of 135 degree, but actually at grade 10 level they will not give you angles like that will exceed 90 degree. You will always be given angles with that will be 0 to basically 30 degree, right? So but here right now they have given and it is exceeding 90 degree, and we don't know the value of exactly basically m is equal to 135 degree, but they have mentioned that it is with negative direction of x-axis, but we always take the angles which are with a positive direction of x-axis. So if I say that this is with negative direction of this side, if this is 135 degree, then this one will remain as angle sum, basically a linear pair, so it will be 45 degree. So r theta is always anti-clockwise direction, so this is your theta actually. M is 45 degree only, right? So m is 1045 degree. 1045 degree is will look like value of it is 1 and passes through the 1 comma 2. Now we know x1 and y1, so we can directly apply the formula y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. Y minus y1 is 2 and m is 1, then x minus x1 is 1. Let's solve this. So it will be y minus 2 is equal to x minus 1, or it will look like x minus y, then minus 1 plus 2 equal to 0. So x minus y plus 1, that will be equal to 0. Right? Next. Fine. Next question is, we have to prove that the lines x minus 2 equal to 0, this y is equal to 0, y is minus 3, form a square. So let's draw the square first, like this. This is your x-axis, y-axis. So first one is x minus 2 equal to 0, or you can say x is equal to 2. X is equal to 2, 1, 2. So parallel to y-axis. X is equal to 2 means parallel to y-axis from the point x is equal to 2. X plus 1, so x will be minus 1. So x will be minus 1 like this. So parallel to y-axis. Parallel to y-axis. Next is y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0 means y is 0 here, parallel to x-axis. Parallel to x-axis. Parallel to x-axis. Fine. Next. And y minus 3 equal to 0. So y is equal to 3. So 1, 2, 3. Somewhere here. So this one will be your square. Let me show you this thing. This is your square. So let's find the let's first find the coordinates. So because it is 2, so it will become 2 comma 0. This one will be x is 2 and y is no doubt 3, right? So here x is negative 1, y is 3, then this point is minus 1 comma 0. Now we know the coordinates of this square. Now we need to find the equations of the diagonals. So we have two diagonals over here. This is your diagonal and this is your diagonal. Let's say A, B, C, D. Let's first find the equation of the diagonal, right? Equation of the diagonal, and let's name it. First find equation of diagonal. Let's say it is AC. Which one? AC. Where is AC? This thing. So what you can do, because we need 2 points, so we will use 2-point formula, right? 2-point formula, 2-point form, right? Y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 times x minus x1. Y minus y1. So this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. You can consider anyone, right? Y minus y1, which is 0, is equal to y2 minus y1. y2 minus y1, 3 minus 0, x2 minus x1, 2 minus minus 1, so it will become 3. Then x minus x1, x1 is minus 1, so it will become plus 1. So y is equal to, this will become 1, and it is x plus 1. So x minus y plus 1 equal to 0 will be the equation of the diagonal AC. In the same way, exactly same way, you can find the diagonal of this thing BD, right? So that's all for today's class. I hope guys you all got the things that I explained in this session, and that's all for today. See you in the next session. Jai Hind.